Test, test, test. Okay, so back again in another live stream broadcast or podcast or whatever that is. So basically, I got another unintentional free time in the morning, which usually I never really utilize it effectively because, to be honest, I just don't know when was the exact time that the unintentional free time is actually started because obviously I have tried to do the good behavior recording previously just like as usual, even though I decided not to be that long because for some reason uh, the phone battery or the iPhone battery is basically not charged completely, so that's the reason why if I basically try to do it pretty long, it will definitely drain my battery and it will not enough for this live stream. Besides, so yeah, maybe after this I will basically try to charge this phone. Perhaps, I'm not sure. So yeah, to be honest, I don't know what kind of things that I basically wanted to talk about because yesterday the things that I basically already predict from several weeks previously is actually happen, not because it is basically negative thinking or which turn into a prayer but or hope, but it is actually the things that pretty much inevitable. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe because the condition of the company in my main job of task is not as good as it used to be, so it basically affect any kind of things that happen to all of the peoples who works there, obviously. So yeah, everything was already pretty different than when I basically first worked there. It's already more than 2 years, so I don't know. Everything was actually getting harder, but the reward is seems to be getting smaller. Maybe because there is obviously an inflation every year, so that's the reason why. Even though, yeah, I basically still pretty grateful for the amount that I can make, but at some point, I don't know whether other people's from different kind of experience or much younger than me is gonna suppress the same amount that I basically can get. And yeah, that's basically the saddest thing about when you're basically stuck in your comfort zone. So that's the reason why I basically don't know what kind of things that I basically wanted to do because for some reason the personal productivity or the native language podcast is still not going the way that I expected. Besides, there is actually a single comment. I don't know whether it is actually the first comment of my other channel that I cannot mention, even though the views of the video is actually not the biggest one, but there is a comment. I don't know whether it is actually bot or just people that want to express their hate just like as usual in this channel, which is also cis, or just trying to comment about something that they don't like. So yeah, but it's okay since those kind of things is basically pretty common in the internet or the virtual world. Even in the real world, there used to be some people like that as well, which is basically pretty annoying because yeah, that's kind of like bully. But Yeah, it is actually worse when you basically know that the one that actually bully you is the one that basically more fortunate than you in your in your point of view. So yeah, you basically can hope that they basically or they finally realize that they should not do that, because yeah, for some reason, just like what I used to explain in, I don't know, many previous episode before, perhaps, I'm not sure, that when you try to pray the bad things to the bad people, it will actually make them worse. And if they basically affect your life, it is actually make your life getting worse as well. So that's the reason why the best thing is to pray a good thing for a bad people, even though it seems to be very hard, because at some point we just wanted to express our feeling about them, which is, I don't know whether it is actually considered talking or praying a bad things for them or not, because yeah, we just wanted to express our feelings at the same time. So but yeah, definitely being patient and try to be do what we can for the better future is actually still the best thing for us. So yeah, because if we only try to take or put our, I don't know, put our prospect into other people's Europe, they will most likely make you down or make you regret or make you disappointed. So the only thing that basically we can put our prospect or life is basically the creator itself, obviously, because yeah, just like when we are trying to do good things, we are basically never expect a result after that. So we are expecting something that basically happen in the future, or even when we are already gone from this world. People usually call that as a karma, but I don't really believe those kind of thing, because it's basically related with the reincarnation. If you basically live again in the same world, which is, I don't know, it's pretty dumb perhaps, because yeah, there's no such thing or the exact knowledge that basically can be transferred between lives. So if it really exists, then it probably like a time machine or an immortal people which can experience many kind of lifetimes. So yeah, that's the reason why. And it's already 9 minutes, and what else that I basically want to talk about? So I don't know about my finance management, because yeah, I basically still keep preventing any kind of expensive purchases, but at some point I do realize that it really took a long time wasting my age until I basically getting older with no purposes, with no exact purpose. And yeah, sometimes it's basically make me sad, but at some point, if I basically try to utilize the financial that I currently had right now, it will definitely gonna be pretty below standard what I what what most people can achieve. So that's the reason why, if you talk about something related to the millennials, it's basically much worse than what a baby boomer can get in their early early adulthood. I don't know what's basically the correct way to do that, the correct way to define that. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty sad. So that's the reason why I used to see some of the peoples that basically said that baby boomer generation is actually robbing their future generation because probably they are not doing enough with their I don't know chances, with their gifts. I don't know. Man, it's already pretty long, even though I basically wanted to do one more recording for the native language podcast. Perhaps, I'm not sure. Because yesterday I have finally prepared three more episodes for the next session, even though the previous session I still haven't uploaded yet. So this is actually already the deadline for me to upload in order to maintain the consistency of my newly created channel to be uploaded to a single video in the 2 days. So yeah, I basically need to do that as soon as possible. Besides, I basically wanted to see the comment that finally, I don't know where those guys come from, whether it is only a bot or it is actually a real human that suddenly lost into my video, which basically didn't have any view, because yeah, I never really shared to my friends. So the only thing I want is just to make it as organic or as not natural as possible. So yeah, what else? So basically everything was pretty much the same, perhaps. I don't know. I think I basically need to I think I need to stop this live stream because yeah, I already don't know what else that I basically wanted to talk about, especially when I try to do multitasking with my main job of tasks, even though it's still not focused yet.